Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And this is our review of the NECA San Diego Comic-Con 2005 exclusive Friday the 13th 2-pack of Pamela Voorhees. And
she knocked you the fuck out!
Yeah, she did. Of Pamela Voorhees and little kid Jason Voorhees.
With a dirty head.
Yeah. So I got back up and I'm a better now. But there's a strange thing about how I got this one, sort of strange. The not so strange part about it is that I got this from Fu Manchu from Fu Reviews. He sends me lots of toys, so that
You're
part.
a sugar daddy.
Yeah. So that's not so strange that he sent that to me. The strange part is he said he bought this at Toys R Us, and that is what is weird to me because this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and as far as I know, that's the only way you can get it. Except that, you know, during the convention and maybe a little bit after, you can order it online from NECA. It was like, I think like $40 to $50 for this, something like that. More than I wanted to pay. But he said he found it at Toys R Us. Like, I'm guessing that someone bought it at San Diego Comic-Con.
But he's nowhere near San Diego.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Like someone,
That's weird.
Someone who bought it there wouldn't be able to take it back to the Comic-Con. They'd have to, if they wanted to return it, they'd have to take it somewhere else. So maybe they took it to Toys R Us and returned it there. And then that's how Fu found it there. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I wasn't expecting him to send it to me, and he sent me a package with a couple things I knew I was getting. And then this was in there, and I'm like, holy shit, he sent this to me. I was not expecting that at all. That's really cool. And that's just freaky. Like, she's, like, as most people who watch Friday the 13th know, she's the killer in the first movie. Jason's not. And that's just cool. And it comes with young Jason, too.
And if that was a spoiler for you, then you need to catch up on your fucking horror movies, because that was a long-ass time ago.
Yeah.
Why are you even watching this if you didn't know that?
And just looking at the package, it looks pretty cool. Because, I mean, these are those retro figures, and they have the oversized clothes, and that's just part of the whole thing. Like, her sweater looks big and everything, and her underneath shirt, but that's how these figures are. And I don't know, I think they look pretty cool, and she looks crazy, and Jason looks freaky. So, we need to open this up. Oh, and I love that art, and can't forget that. Because the guy who paints all these art for these custom, or for these retro cloth figures, he does a really good job.
You should hang that up somewhere.
Yeah, like several of them I have that are pretty cool. I even bought the shirt of the, what is it, the one that was on the video game Jason. I bought the shirt of that. Just because I like the way he drew that picture. It was just cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's open this up. Okay, there they are. All opened up. And I think they're pretty cool and really creepy. Both of them are really creepy in different ways. Guess we'll go over Pamela first, because that's really the main part of this figure, I would say. I mean, part of this pack. Your son fell, don't you care? But she's
can't die.
freaky looking. Like, they did a fairly decent job on the likeness. Not amazing, but pretty good. You can tell it's her, I guess.
It's a good expression.
Yeah, she looks psycho like she does in that picture back there. So that's pretty cool. And they got their hair, and like Zombie Cat pointed out, her teeth got a lot of black on them, almost make it look like she has bad teeth.
They just overdid it a little bit. It could be fixed easily.
I like her knife she comes with. It's a cool knife. And she has a sheath to put the knife in. It's attached to her belt. And she also comes with a big axe with them weird black things on it. But that must be how it is in the movie. And she also comes with alternate hand, which is weird because it's both the same hand and they're both holding weapon hands. So it doesn't seem like the knife and the axe should be too much different.
I mean, maybe it's a little bit wider to hold the axe.
Maybe. That's probably what it is. But first you can see her sweater. That's like one of the most iconic things about her look is her sweater.
The sweater is one thing I would say they could have done a little bit better on it, just because of the seams. So if you look on her shoulder.
Where?
Other shoulder. See the seam sticking out?
Oh, right here, yeah.
And it sticks out a little bit at the bottom on that side, too.
Oh, yeah.
At the bottom, there. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. I remember from, my mom's a sewing person, quilter seamstress. She used to make Barbie doll clothes for us when we were little. And I can't imagine trying to make clothes for a doll. That would just be a giant pain in the ass.
She's got these pretty plain pants, similar to the Freddy's pants. Not much to them. And you can see her boots.
Are you going to show them what you showed me?
Oh, yeah. But I'm going over clothes first. Now, the collar of her undershirt is humongous. And it would be nice if it's a little smaller, but that's how these figures are.
There's probably a reason for it, too. I would imagine if they did the collar smaller, it might pop inside of her sweater.
Yeah. But what Zombie Cat was referring to is how I lifted up the shirt on Freddy and Jason. I wanted to see if they actually gave her boobs, and they do. And I thought at first she had nipples, but it's just dirt or something on there. But yeah, she actually has boobs under there. And I don't think she has a belly button, though. Well, she does have a belly button. You just gotta go way down.
You have to paint nipples on her.
Yeah, I probably will. And the articulation's pretty good. It seems like they got the good articulation that they added it, like with Leatherface and the second Freddy figure, where her legs can go out a little more to the side. But I don't know. Maybe not.
It seems like with figures like this, where they're covered by big clothes anyway, they should have really good articulation, because you don't have to worry about hiding joints.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't make sense when they don't.
So I actually just checked my Freddy, and I don't think she does have the super good articulation, because on Freddy, you can make his leg like... I'm talking about the second Freddy. You can make the leg spin down, so you can get more poses out of it. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal for her, because...
She's not karate kicking anybody.
Yeah, and she does. I don't think she's gonna have super action poses like yeah or anything. So, like whoa, fly into the air. So you can probably get her pretty much in any pose you'd want for this character. So I think that the articulation is pretty good. I think you can get her in what you need to get her in. Get her in a stabbing pose with her knife. So. I think the articulation is just pretty much perfect for her character. And like I said, I like the likeness. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good.
Does she remind you of your mom at all?
No.
Because, in case everybody didn't know, Mr. Evilcheese's mom is named Pamela.
I thought you meant the way she looked or something.
No, she doesn't remind me of your mom at all. I just think it's funny that your mom's name's Pamela.
But she's not Voorhees.
No.
Well, let's just show off this artwork a little better, because now the figure's not in front of it, because it's a full picture. You can see "Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake" sign back there, and all the trees and the lake.
Dude, I normally don't give a flying fuck about packaging, but I like this picture almost as much as I like the toy.
I know.
That picture is awesome.
That's the same like the Leatherface one, the Jason one, and the Freddy. They're all really good. Even the back picture of the toy is really good.
Yeah.
Now the other part of this 2-pack is Little Kid Jason. And they're not sure how many Little Kid Jason figures have been made. I'm sure somebody made one at one point, but I've never seen one. So that's pretty cool. And he's just as freaky looking as ever. And if you know, he like appeared at the end of the movie, jumped out and grabbed a girl at the end. But then I guess they kind of said that was a dream, basically, in part 2. I don't know why they got this little rubber band wrapped around his arms here. I don't know.
Oh, I thought I cut everything off when I opened him.
Oh, Zombie Cat's fault. Blame her.
I'm sorry.
But I guess this is like back when the kids picked on him. This is what he looked like. Although he's got seaweed on his face already, so I don't think he just walked around with seaweed on his face. But because I think he's shirtless when he pops out and grabs a girl. So take the shirt off. But that's pretty cool. He's got the Camp Crystal Lake shirt on.
I want that shirt. Just not in white. I don't like white.
They probably make it. So there he is without a shirt. One thing that's kind of weird is his hands are a very different skin color from the rest of his body. Well, I guess so is his face. His face and his hands are a different color than the rest of his skin. But I like the seaweed all over his face. It's really cool. And I like his like deformed face. His crazy teeth sticking out. And they got dirt and mud and stuff all over his back and arms, on his feet. That's really cool. There's also dirt on his pants. And he also comes with this little extra seaweed, and I'm guessing this goes over his shoulders. Yeah, it looks like that's where it goes. Probably for when he's popping up and grabbing the girl at the end of the first movie. He's just like, ah, in slow motion.
Oh, I fixed her for you now.
Yeah, Zombie Cat switched the hands and stuck the axe in her hand.
That is why she has another hand, because the hand that holds the knife, her thumb and forefinger are connected, and that one they're separated to get the axe in there because you have to like pop it in.
Kind of wish you can get both hands on it a little better.
Well, you probably could if you tried.
Zombie Cat also noticed that there is a hole in her shirt. And I don't know, it's been so long since I watched the first movie, I don't know if this is intentional. Maybe she gets stabbed there or something. I don't know.
The pieces, there's like a little piece that hangs that folds down to cover it, so I don't know if it's like that on every toy or just ours. But you can't see it normally. I just discovered it because I was messing around with her trying to get her other hand in.
But, yeah, this sculpt's pretty simple on him, but it's decent for the type of figure it is. And he's got really good articulation. They can do, I think he actually has a little bit better articulation than his mom. Because he can spin at the legs.
Children are more agile.
Yeah. Woo! You could probably do the Shawn Michaels pose.
Dude, if you have that much articulation, you should be able to fucking swim.
I know.
Dick.
I'm just a sexy boy, sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Actually, he is a toy. And he's a boy. He is my boy toy.
Too sexy for my shirt.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt because it says Camp Crystal Lake on it.
I really like that shirt.
So this is a really cool 2-pack. And I don't think there's been very many Pamela Voorhees figures made either. And remember, they had her head included with a Jason. So, gonna do a comparison to their other Jason that they made, the full-grown Jason. So there he is. They're gonna come out with some new ones pretty soon that look really cool. And
That's pretty cool for him that he gets to keep growing up when he's dead.
yeah, I know. One thing that and I don't think they ever explained completely in the movies is, in the first one, I think it's assumed that Jason's dead, and they show that she's the killer, and that was going to be it. They weren't going to make sequels. And when they made a sequel, they decided to make Jason the killer, and he's all grown up. So, in the first movie, does that mean that she knew he was alive in the woods and actually went and hung out with him and stuff? Or did she not even know that he was still alive in the woods and just was pissed off killing people, didn't know he was still alive? I don't know. They never explained, I don't think. We watched all the movies a couple times. I don't remember them ever saying anything about that. And
I like to come up with my own stories.
Yeah. Well, Jason does get her head and bring it back to his cabin. He knew it was her, so maybe she did know he was alive. I don't know.
You want to know my theory?
What?
I think he didn't really drown, and he was like hiding out in the woods the whole time. And whenever he found out that his mom died, that's what caused him to start killing people. But I don't think she knew he was out there. I think he like kind of faked his death. Was hiding out in the woods because everybody hated him.
Yeah. Well, just the first movie alone, though, I think he was dead. If they never made sequels, I think the kid was dead.
Well, yeah, I think that's what they intended with that movie. But then...
But yeah, when the sequels...
Sequels change everything.
Yeah, when the sequels, it was actually he lived and he's in the woods.
My favorite sequels are the ones where they're like, we're going to pretend the last two sequels didn't happen.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones.
So let's do a face comparison. And that looks like that could be the same guy. Although it seems like his lip should be up a little higher, but still, it looks like
And his eyes different.
A little bit.
Because, like, the face could change, but the basic structure of the skull should not. So his one eye should, the brow line should be down lower. But other than that, it looks like it definitely could be him.
Well, I do remember reading another theory was that she did know that Jason was alive, and they actually were working together in the first movie, because there's a point in the first movie where someone gets thrown through a window, And it's like, how did she throw someone through a window? And they're saying, well, maybe Jason did it. So that's another theory on that.
But was it little kid Jason or big Jason?
Well, he couldn't be little kid Jason unless he's a zombie. I mean, Jason does become a zombie later, but that's full-grown Jason zombie.
I think basically what's going on is that there is no logic.
Well, yeah.
Jason does whatever the fuck he wants.
He gets killed, like completely killed where he should not come back, and then he does multiple times.
I don't know, it's just like sometimes people try too hard to force logic onto like it's a fucking movie.
No, I still want to know.
Force it in a box.
I still want to know after the sequel.
I'm not saying that you're doing that. I'm just saying some people do that.
Yeah, I want to know if she knew he was alive still, because that's iffy. I could see both ways.
Maybe she orchestrated the whole thing where he faked his death.
Maybe.
Because she was sick of kids making fun of her son. She's like, go live in the woods, and I'll take care of you, and I'll kill all these little bitches.
And I'm gonna bring you some weights and get you all super muscular so you can
steroids and some creatine,
so you can throw people through windows. And here's Pamela and Jason next to a couple of Jason's playmates, a couple of his buddies,
playmates / enemies.
Yeah, / people he's never met. I mean, they met in Freddy vs. Jason, but that might not actually be considered canon, so...
That's what I was talking about when I said enemies.
Yeah. And he's never met Leatherface in any way, except for, like, fan-made-up stuff.
I think those two would really like each other.
Probably.
Freddy would probably be mean and make fun of them.
Probably. So I think this figure 2-pack of Pamela Voorhees and Jason Voorhees is really awesome. I really like it. I'm really glad Fu sent it, even though I don't know how he got it at Toys R Us, because that's just weird. Like I said, someone must have returned it there. And I'm just glad he sent it, because I never really figured I'd be able to get this one.
This set is fucking awesome. Like, this isn't something I ever thought we'd have, like a Pamela and little kid Jason. It's just really cool to have it.
Mm-hmm. And they're both really well done, too. And the artwork is awesome.
I know, I love that fucking cover thing. That thing is so cool. We're definitely hanging that up somewhere very visible.
Oh! Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And thanks, Fu, for sending this to us. And thanks for watching, everybody. And goodbye.
You're awesome, Fu.
We just found out that Jason is a motherfucker. Okay, goodbye. Sorry, Fu. I had to do that.
Oh, damn it, man! You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh, damn